Hi guys, ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I am doing a paid, this is actually it was a phone advice. I gave somebody phone advice and I decided to make a video about it because it was a really good topic. I give this a reference number 22QB30, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Sky Dweller. Okay, let's jump straight in here. This here. G'day, AC3. I wish to purchase some email advice from you, and I've sent you funds. You sent me $30 US. I'm a newbie to the luxury watch space and wanting to purchase my first piece. I've been doing a lot of research, and it's time to get some no bullshit advice from you. Amidst the labyrinth of complexity that is the watch world. My father passed away at the start of the year and have been thinking of the best way to utilize some inheritance left to me from his estate. I think a really nice watch or possibly watches would be a magnificent way to personally commemorate my father while at the same time have something that has a store of value, is practical and also tangible. I'm sticking to advice of Rolex, Omega, or Patek as a solid starting piece, but also really like the JLC Polaris you mentioned in one of your videos. I'm contemplating whether I go all out on one big purchase or maybe make a few smaller purchases to start a collection. Do I buy brand new from the boutique or AD, or look for a reputable secondary dealer? I'm interested in the Air King, given my background in aviation, but regardless of what I first choose to buy, I want something that will be enjoyable and practical to wear while hopefully retaining value. I'm 42 years old, 6'4", so want something solid and well suited. Thanks for making your content and making me laugh as you give those fikers a hard time. All the best, Paul from Melbourne. And this email here really struck a chord with me because I remember, 42-year-old man. He's not a boy anymore, is he? He's a man. He's a man. He's a man. And he wants to have a watch to remember his father. And it's funny, inheritances allow you to do things you normally wouldn't do. In my case, I remember I got a inheritance, it's sort of the price of a good car, I suppose, as an inheritance from my grandfather. And that was the first time that I got a no compromise Patek Philippe, second hand, of course. I remember now I paid $12,250 for a Patek Philippe 5107. I remember that. Indeed, I remember that. And I remember I got that. I love that watch, the 5107, which really helped me on my channel because I got the 5107 and then I ended up trading that. I sold that and I bought a solid gold Submariner, and then I sold the solid gold sub and I got my world time. So it really helped me get some diversity in the channel, and it let me experience a level of watch I couldn't really justify or afford before. So that was an absolute godsend. So this guy here, I had to talk to him. I got his phone number. He's in Melbourne, Australia. And I said to him, a few good dealers. We went online. I was chatting to him on the phone, the dog and bone. I mentioned Shawnee from European Watch Gallery. And I also mentioned Chris Galea at The Watch Gallery, two different businesses. And we just went online and had a look there, and I said, okay, for me, my advice to you, you're going to get, so this guy has, I said, do you have any luxury watches at the moment? No. Do you have anything, so he didn't have anything, so I said, okay, first rule of thumb I generally would say to somebody getting their first luxury watch, Steel Sports waterproof. Waterproof Steel Sports. And a big contender there is Rolex. So I went and had a look at a few Rolexes at those dealers I mentioned. The watch gallery had a 116610. That's a date sub, ceramic date sub, not the 41 mil, the 40 mil. And they wanted, I think it was just under 22,000 for that. There was a no date 114060, and that was just under 20,000. And I said to him, if you want a good value, I would say would be the Explorer 2s. They had a few Explorer 2s, $15,000 mark. These were 40 mils. So that's what I said to him. You know what? My advice to you, you're a man, you're 42, you're not a kid anymore. I wouldn't personally get the Air King as your one and done. Air King is a great watch when you've got a collection or you're under 30. But if you're 42, you want to get a watch. So I would say Steel Sports Rolex, and I would say it needs to have some sort of function. Function like being like a Submariner's got that rotating bezel. A GMT's got the 24-hour time as well as a date. You want something with function. Then I said, you know what else is a good brand? A great brand is, we started talking, okay, 20,000. He wasn't happy. I could just tell from the vibe, the tone in his voice, he wasn't happy spending 20. I said, you know what? There's another alternative. Let's go Omega. And the watch gallery had a beautiful Sapphire Sandwich 3861 movement, which is the newer manual wind box. I think it was March 22. And it was just under $10,000, just under 10 grand. I said, you know what? That's a beauty. The only compromise there, two things you've got to realize. Number one, it is not waterproof because you've got the three pushers, two pushers and a crown. So the water integrity is not it's not there. I said, secondly, it's a manual wind. Could you live with a manual wind? Because a lot of people, they want an automatic. They don't understand this shit. They want an automatic. I personally love a manual wind, the yin and the yang of winding your own piece every day. I love, but I just wanted to explain it. And then we started having a look around at the website, and there was actually a really nice vintage Seamaster 300. When I say vintage, it was a retro version, you know. There's also a nice Aquaterra. There's quite a few Omegas you can get way under the $10,000 mark. And I said, if you want real value, let's look at Breitling. And they had a Navi timer, a nice blue Navi timer. I think it was about the 7,000. These are Aussie. All these figures here, all these prices are in Aussie dollars. 7,000, around the $7,000 mark. And he also had a really nice Super Ocean Heritage. It was a brown one. I mean, okay, I know brown may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it's very trendy. It's very, you know, look, everyone loves this sort of furniture, wooden shit. Even that timepiece gentleman rebranding, you know, Grand Caliber, he's sitting, when he's talking to Roman, it's a wooden desk with sort of automation shit on it. You know, they love this distressed timber, and the brown just goes so well with that. That was pretty good buying. Under $5,000. It was, you know, Aussie dollars. That wasn't terrible buying. It was good value, box papers, everything. So I said to him, if it was me, you're a man, not a boy. Because he's a big guy too. See, the other option is if he was a bit smaller, shorter, you would say 36 mil. There was a couple good 36 mil watches around there. There was 36 mil Datejust. You know, like there was a 16200, which is a steel Datejust with a steel smooth bezel. There was also a 16234, or 234, I think it was a 16234 fluted bezel with Jubilee. but they're 36 mil. So if you're a bigger guy, 6'4", fuck, that's a monster. He's a monster. I think 36 may be a wee bit small. So I was trying to steer him. It depends on the individual, but those are good buying if you're a smaller sort of guy. My dad has a 36 mil Datejust. He loves it. That's what he is. For him, the Datejust is 36 mil. That's a big size because he's used to, in the 70s, all the watches were really small. And, a man's watch then, like a Rolex Date, not a Datejust, a Date, they were 34 mil. The Oyster Perpetuals, 34 mil. So many of these Air Kings, 34 mil. So many of these Rolexes were 34 mil. 36 is good size for my dad's era. My dad is 70, he is 73. So 73 or 74. I think he's 74 this year. And that's just a different era. You got to fit the watch in for whoever. So that was my advice to him. I said to him, you know what? I always say get a Rolex. He didn't feel comfortable the 20 grand mark for one watch. So then I said, you know what? Maybe an Omega and a Breitling, or two Omegas or two. They're good value. So that was my advice. Guys, tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Let me know what you think. I'm ArchieLuxury. Guys, remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I desperately need more paid reviews. I do phone support too. You can get a phone call from me. I'll talk to you. I'll tell you what I think. I'll give you the honest truth. I'm ArchieLuxury. See you in the next one. Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and today guys, I'm very proud to introduce a new sponsor of the ArchieLuxury and the Paul Pluta channels. Who am I talking about? WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. Check them out, guys. Jump online, check out WatchShopping.com. These guys here have been in business since 2017. Worldwide shipping and distribution. Over 10,000 wristwatches in inventory. Stock in hand, and 90 plus different brands, new and pre-owned. Now, the good thing about WatchShopping.com, trusted by over 4,000 reviews on Chrono24 and Trustpilot. Your one-stop shop to buy any watch your heart desires. Please, guys, check out WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com, WatchShopping.com. I'm ArchieLuxury, and check out WatchShopping.com. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the YouTube sensation, the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I need you to help me out, guys. I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need you to request a paid review. $50 US. Look down in the description. $50 US. I will review your collection. I'll tell you what I think of it, and I'll give you some pointers. The other thing is, guys, you can sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a couple bucks a month, $1, $2, $5, whatever you want. And it keeps me going on YouTube because, guys, I'm in a niche. Nobody can make money out of the views I get. The views are crap because it's a small specialized area, and I don't talk about garbage for the sake of views. Guys, sponsor me on Patreon, look down below, and I will see you in the next one.